Sources.
Okay, you want to lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll get the meeting started here. First up, any questions, changes to the board minutes for the April 14th meeting?
Make a motion to accept the April 14th meeting.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Privilege of the floor. First up, Christina, Chamber of Commerce activities.
I have plenty. All right, hi everyone. I'm the Vice President of the Greater Delhi Area Chamber of Commerce. And according to Goal AF of the plan, it encourages reports from various committees. So the Chamber, I think, is one of these active groups here in Delhi. So I wrote a little bit about what the Chamber's done in the last year, that is helping to move the comprehensive plan forward. So the first goal and action under the communication and cooperation is to use social networking sites to educate residents about lots of different things. The Chamber, I think, does a pretty good job on that. We have the I Love Delhi New York Facebook page that we manage, and we're up 200 fans since last year. So now we have over 2,700 fans. So it's a good way to get the word out about lots of different things. This year we also started a Twitter and Instagram accounts as well, just to help increase our presence on these social media sites. We also did a Valentine's Day weekend promotion where we used a new site, WooBox, which coordinates right with Facebook. People were able to enter. We had 45 people enter the contest. So we're just trying to kind of widen our reach. We have the DelhiAreaChamber.com website, which continues to house the community calendar. We try to get events from all over Delhi and the surrounding area into this kind of one place. And we'd love to add a join our mailing list link to your website, so people who go to that can enter and then be kept apprised of all the great things that happen here in Delhi and the surrounding area. So the next goal under the communication and cooperation is to work with the Delhi Historical Society to promote creative use of historic buildings like the Cannon House, Delhi Telephone Company, and the Courthouse Square and that central business district. So the Historical Society does put on a great deal of programs throughout the year. We are using the Cannon House as our main place, I guess. So we plan to have that open pretty much one Saturday throughout the season, through the summer into the fall. So people can come in, there'll be various exhibits. The fire department will have an exhibit there the 13th of June. And then there's different things that occur there throughout the year. The Chamber also hosted or co-hosted a mixer event with Delaware Academy earlier this year to show off the new digs that they have up there, the gym, which is beautiful. Lots of great new additions for their renovation project that they completed over last summer. So we wanted to help them get the word out about the new things that they did to help the school. The next one is to continue to maintain a close relationship with SUNY Delhi. We co-hosted a community barbecue with the college in the fall. This was the second year, and it's really kind of taken off and grown. Lots of community members attended, as well as SUNY Delhi students. to kind of help bridge that gap. A lot of the college students do live in the town, so this was a great time for businesses and those residents to meet some of the college students and college staff as well. What I think is really cool, SUNY Delhi has a history of architecture course. And last weekend at Community Fit Day, their kind of final was to do a walking tour of Delhi. So there were 5 additional businesses, well, 4 businesses, 1 home that was featured on the tour. It was really cool. Last summer they did 5, so hopefully this fall they'll actually create another walking tour brochure that will be focused just on Delhi's Main Street. So we do have one already that kind of spans out off Main Street a little bit. So this one will just kind of focus right on Delhi's Main Street. The next goal under the Thriving Economy is to increase resident knowledge about grants and loans, workforce development, that kind of thing. So we have created another page off of a link off of our website that can inform the public about these types of things. We also awarded our 3rd annual grant last year to the Catskill Mountain Artisan Guild. They got they got a banner, and I think they got some benches to help the front of their store. And actually when I wrote this, we didn't know who got the next one, but we know now Delhi Motors got the grant for this year. So they're working on a large project to improve the look of their store as well. So that's something fun and exciting that the Chamber is able to help with for our economy. The next one under the Thriving Economy is to target business attraction initiatives to specific businesses that are likely to succeed in Delhi. You know, we are constantly working with county economic development to try and, you know, fill up the Ames space, because we don't want to call it Ames anymore. We want to call it some other big business. Price Chopper hasn't, I know it's not Price Chopper, it's still Ames, I don't know why. We also have started a Business of the Month program to try and, you know, help people know about the great businesses that we have in Delhi and increase awareness about them. We also sponsor a buy local promotion each year to again try and, you know, promote the importance of keeping our green local and here in Delhi. The next one under Thriving Economy is to work with local chambers and City of Delhi to inventory nearby attractions and amenities. Delhi was nominated to be one of the cool small towns in America this past year, and we placed 6th in that competition. So we will be in Budget Travels magazine coming out sometime this summer, maybe June, I think I might have heard. So this is, you know, hoping to help people know about Delhi. I've already heard in town, one of the realtors said that someone came in and they said they heard that Delhi was a cool place, so they were excited to look for a home here in Delhi. So people have heard about it. I think now we just have to try and do a better job of making sure people continue to hear about it and keep spreading the word about how cool we really are. Another really fun thing we did, the Chamber and the Delhi Beautification Committee hosted a holiday lights contest in Delhi to help increase holiday spirit, which I think worked, I hope. At least in my mind it did. It was a lot of fun. We had 39 businesses and residents enter the contest. I think when we first started planning this, we thought maybe if 10 people got involved, we would be happy. So we had 39, so that was pretty cool. Plans are already underway to host our 2nd competition next year, and, you know, kind of make the Delhi Holiday Jubilee, which was where we announced the winners, have that be a bigger event, a day, you know, different activities throughout the day to have another fun day in Delhi. The next one under Thriving Economy is to identify and market Delhi's assets through brochures, websites, and face-to-face education. We are working on a nice marketing plan. We've done a lot of things, but we've never really had a plan. And now we're at the point where we're sitting down, we're creating these plans, and what can we do to help increase Delhi's presence all over. We also purchased the domain visitdelhinewyork.com. So we'll have this in addition to the delhiareachamber.com. They do currently go to the same place, but we're working on a redesign of that website to have it be more visitor orientated rather than kind of chamber orientated. We want people to go to that website, know exactly what to do when they get here. And then in addition, we also want to still have all our resources and those types of things on there as well. So that's a really fun project that we're excited to start. We also give chamber members the ability to send out one email per quarter to our list, which is over probably almost 600 people. The next one, under sustainable agriculture, which is the next goal, we want to encourage community-supported agriculture and support a buy local food campaign that focuses on local produce, meats, and dairy. We continue to host the Delhi Farmers Market. I can't believe it's almost June already, so June, I think it's the 3rd, is that first Wednesday. So we'll have our Farmers Market back on the square every Wednesday. Let's see, the next one is to increase resident knowledge about agricultural resources, and those types of things are what we include on our website and then in our chamber newsletter. So if you ever know of anything, please let us know so we can make sure to include that. The final goal that we've been working on is the quality of life goal. So one of the action items is to work with O'Connor Hospital and SUNY Delhi to elevate the health and recreation needs. It was really great. O'Connor Hospital started a 1,000-mile challenge campaign this year, which is really cool. So the chamber helped promote that through sending out emails, Facebook, all our typical ways of getting the word out. So that their new website, getoutandwalk.org, it has different walking routes that are available in Delhi, gives the different moderations. There's also a prescription part to the program where people might go to the doctor and they might get a prescription to get out and walk, and then they can go to the site and find different walking routes. The site is also, if you sign up, and I think you can still sign up, you might not want to try and do 1,000 in half a year, but it's tracking your miles. So every week you can enter the miles that you've done for that week, and then there's going to be a big celebration at the end for all of the participants. So that's going to be fun. The chamber website, we do have some information on recreational activities. This year, in addition to the new trails behind the Emmanuel Lutheran Church that the Catskill Mountain Club put in, we also added a Delhi bird watching guide that the Delhi Bird Club created. So that's something that's really cool on the website that people can go, and if they are interested in that recreational stuff, they'll go and they'll see that guide and they can print that out and check out all the cool birds in Delhi. Of course, we also continue to support local parades, including the Holiday Parade and the St. Patrick's Day Parade. All right, final one under high quality of life is to develop and improve public access to the river corridor and reservoirs for walking, biking, fishing. This one, I wish it would go faster, but the county planning department has chamber representatives on that committee, and they're working on that. That is going to be a fabulous addition to Delhi. It's really exciting to have a boat launch so people can easily put their canoe in the river, and it will totally change the landscape of the river. So we're really excited to support that project, and can't wait to see it. So, that's in a nutshell.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Christina? Thanks.
Thanks, Christina.
Anybody else for privilege of the floor? Mark?
Yeah, most of you know me, I'm Mark Finney, I own the place up on Spring Valley Road, and I went in for a building permit for a project that I'm doing, and it was brought to my attention that I don't have a place up on the hill. And there's no records of it, there's no records of anything, my COs or anything, and I don't understand, because all my COs and all my building permits, I paid for them all. Mark, you were the gentleman that did all my inspections, issued me my COs. In fact, all my stuff, because I have a special usage permits that I had to go through with my lawyer and bring a lawyer and stuff, was all, I had to go to meetings for all this stuff. And if I want to sell my place or something like that, and these people, and whoever wants to buy it or something, if they go to the bank, I can't sell my places without my COs. So I don't know what to do, or if you can reissue them, or how that works. I just, it upsets me quite a bit, because I'm paying taxes on the place up on the hill, and there's no record of it being there. So I'm here to find out what's gonna be done about it. Because I don't know. I mean, I went through everything that I was supposed to go through to get all my permits. It took me a long time to get some of them, and now I find out there's no record of anything on file here in Delhi, and I'm
What's the
being
struc-
pretty calm about it, and
Yeah, I understand. What's the structure and about how long ago was it?
it was like when Mark first started, he was the first one to do all my stuff. It's
The house
92
was
or
still supervisor, so it's a.
it was like 92 or something, and all my projects were all the way up to the end of the 90s. And like I said, even my last range that I put in was, I don't know, 98, or I know you still did all the stuff for me. And I had to come in and do a special meeting, and I know what happened was, I came in to a special meeting to get this approved, and then I left, and then I found out that one of my COs wasn't complete, so I had to get that complete before they'd give me my permit for my other building. So I've had everything, I paid for all of it, and I just wanna know who's gonna take care of that for me, and what's gonna be done.
We've got to do some digging, because there's a lot of records that seem to have been misplaced or something.
Yep.
Like I said, I know I finished out all of yours.
Yeah, but you know what, I don't care about a lot of records missing or anything. I care about my place on the hill.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I don't care about, if somebody else has a problem, they can come in, but I just know that I have a problem, and it will be a problem if I don't have my COs. You know, and you can't get a bank loan, and it is public record, and you're paying taxes on a place, right? And then to find out there's no record of my place being up on the hill, when I went through all that stuff that I was supposed to go through. You know, I had to pay a lawyer, and I'm sure you remember
Oh, I
all the
remember.
stuff I went through to get those permits. And now to go in, to try and do the right thing, to get a permit for a small project I'm doing, and I paid for the application, just like I did before, and now to find out that I did all that stuff and now there's no record of it, it doesn't make me too happy. So I'm here to find out, because I know you're the one that did all my work, you did all my inspections, you issued me all my COs, so is it a matter of you just signing off, or?
I'll have to check and see if I kept copies myself. That was the one thing I learned from my predecessor, cover your you-know-what.
Yeah.
So
Well-
I kept copies too, so I think we should be able to get you taken care of.
Okay,
But yeah, but no, thanks for bringing it to our attention.
okay, thank you.
Anybody else for privilege of the floor? Kathy?
I just wanted to ask a quick question about the rail trail from the bridge here down to Peaksburg Road has a fence now. Does anybody know why or for how long?
Where
Or
is the fence?
just past the nursing home before the farm, where there's a kind of a little dip and a road, you know, a tractor road that goes through there, but it wasn't there, and then all of a sudden it was there.
Yeah, it wasn't there a month ago.
Is there any signage on it indicating who put it there? By
by chance?
No. I planned to go there again today and I didn't go, so I'll check it out again, but I didn't see any name on it. And I, of course, went ahead and went through, but,
I'll go down and check on that.
great, thank you.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, but how soon am I gonna find out what's going on? What do I do, come to the next meeting, or am I somebody getting in touch with me, or?
Somebody will be in touch with you probably by the end of next week.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Dave?
Yeah, I think it was 2 months ago, I think it was at your March meeting, I came and spoke in favor of having a appointed town highway superintendent and a town clerk. And I missed your meeting last month, and I didn't look at the minutes on the web, so I don't know what happened. I'd be interested to know if you're moving in any direction, or shall I just talk about
Not
it?
this year. I talked with the town attorney, and we just felt it would be really rushing the process to try to get everything in motion this time around. So it'll be probably next year before we make any decisions on whether that's where we want to proceed in the future.
You understand that you can only do this once every 4 years. You have, your next choice is in 2019. You can only change from a elected official to an appointed official at the end of that official's term of office. And both the clerk and the highway superintendent are a 4-year term. It's an awful long time to, it's an awful long time to wait. Now, I don't know if somebody resigns, if whoever becomes the clerk, and stays for a year and a half and then resigns, and so you have to have an interim election. I don't know whether that constitutes a chance to have go from elected to appointed to position. I don't know, but I do know that it can only happen at the end of the term. Is it really that huge a job? I mean, you have to tell
To get a consensus of the board is gonna be tough, because the one-on-one conversations I've had with different board members, everybody is leaning towards leaving it as an elected position so the people can make their choice.
Well, I'm in favor of it being on the ballot. I mean, a referendum. I personally want to see people have a choice for it to either be, they can elect who they want, but I also want the appointment referendum to be held. That's my personal. I understand the 4-year deal that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've spoken with the Association of Town Attorneys, and it cannot be done this year because the position is up for election, because it would have to be on the ballot whether or not the people wanted it elected or appointed. So you can't have it on the ballot this year, because then say the people say, no, we want it elected. Well, we're already past the election time then, so it cannot be done the same year that that position is open. It has to be a different year.
Your information is directly contradicts what my understanding was.
Well, this is what I was told from the attorney at Association of Towns.
My understanding was that you hold a referendum and at the same time you hold an election. And if the referendum fails, then the person elected is elected. And if the referendum passes, then the board chooses the next person. Now, that next person may very well be the person who was elected. But that was my understanding was that, Nancy, and which is obviously this.
Tough to appoint somebody else after they were elected.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm sorry.
I said it would be kind of tough
So,
to
Dave, what's the
to
big-
appoint somebody.
What's the
after
big
they
rush
were
of getting
elected.
this done right now?
What is the big rush
Yes.
as opposed to 4 years?
As opposed to waiting 4 years?
I don't have any idea. The last I
Well, you
knew,
must have some idea, you brought this up.
the last,
Nobody had a candidate, that was
yeah, I was going to say
a
that
while ago.
when I understood several months ago, there was no candidate for
from either party for, now, if there is, then
Don't cry over spilled milk.
I'm not crying over anything.
I-
I'm simply advocating a different way, you know, just because
Because
it
that's
worked.
the way you'd like to have it.
No,
Just
there
be-
was
Okay.
consensus on the board at that meeting that there was interest. Mr. Lee, there
I
was
don't
a
think it's
discussion
appropriate
about it.
To put a referendum on the same year as the election, even if you legally could, I don't think that's a smart way to do it. If somebody spends the energy to campaign,
to campaign
I don't think it's fair to them
That's
Yeah.
not right.
No.
to not have the job if they win the election.
How about a citizens committee to study?
I'm, you know, if I'm wrong in terms of legalities, I'm wrong, you know, I'm happy to accept that. But, I suspect, if you wait until next year, you're gonna be waiting 3 more years after that. That's safe. Thank you, I've had my say.
Okay. Anybody else for privilege of the floor? Moving on. Old business, I did talk to Wayne Reynolds, and he's gonna keep us apprised of the road use plan that they're developing for the county and the towns. So as soon as I get a copy of that, Billy, I'll give it to you, so you and Al can go over it with Darren and make sure it's gonna work for us too.
At this time, all the counties are going to stay with the same plan.
At this point, we're trying to do a plan that the county will use as well as the towns themselves. They'll cover, you know, any damage from pipeline construction, power line construction, any kind of heavy traffic that is unusual.
Logging, stone,
Could get into lots of stuff. I doubt that it's,
don't pigeonhole yourself just because of utilities.
yeah. Like I said, it's gotta be written so that it's enforceable fairly and evenly, which is why it's taken some time, but I hear they're getting closer to a plan. New business. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at the annual financial report for 2014? If you have, I need a motion to accept the 2014 annual report.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And Nancy, we've got to advertise that it's available for viewing.
Yep.
For the public. So I'll give Maggie back this so she can make copies since I've got the only one.
Yeah, and this will be in the paper, it'll be in next week's
Be
paper.
in next week's paper, that's fine. Committee reports, highway machinery, Billy.
Well, Al and I met with Darren and the crew a couple weeks ago, and felt like it was a good meeting. Everything seems to be moving in the right direction over there. Everybody's healthy finally, and the boys are moving right into summer mode. Obviously, went and looked at the body from that dump truck today. And did you take that to Stanford?
No, got a hold of him on the phone. He's gonna try to get down early next week to take a look at it.
Got a dump body that initially we were looking at repairs on. We'll let the expert take a look at it and tell us whether it's repairs or replacement. It's in pretty rough shape.
And that's what we've got to look at, because it needs motor work, the same truck needs some motor work. We've got to make a decision whether we're gonna dump a bunch of money into a new box and motor work and some other work, or whether we need to come up with a new plan. But, I guess keep us apprised, Darren, when you get the numbers.
I got a whole bunch of prices actually since I got some phone calls back, so we're moving in the right direction on it.
All right.
We'll still have to find out what's gonna work the best, but
Because we'd hate to burn up the whole repair budget on one truck.
I don't know.
Not that one.
Yeah. Anything else on highway?
I don't know, I guess this kinda, it'll be a nice segue from highway and machinery into health and youth. In the past, they've used a couple of individuals as summer labor over there. And this year, it doesn't appear that they're gonna be able to use them.
Is that, would the clerk's office or the assessors be interested in some of these summer youth?
The assessors have been interested in the past and have had